Good day, sir, and fellow colleagues. Today I stand in front of you to present to you my second assignment uh, based on the topic, the significance of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, which is STEM background knowledge in TVET teachers to teach TVET in Fiji's secondary schools. To begin with, I'll begin with what is STEM education. As you can read, and I will further elaborate on it, that STEM education deals with the teaching of science, engineering, technology, and mathematics in cooperated in TVET curriculums. These four subjects comes in one other subject which is all combined, and we have STEM education. And STEM education leads us to TVET education, which happens in Fiji. And TVET here is Technical Vocational Education and Training Education, and this is one of the priority areas of ministry as it focuses on youth and the nation. And the only reason why they emphasize on this is because this uh, decreases the unemployment rate and creates employment, as people become more self-employed when they undergo this curriculum. The significance of STEM education and in TVET teachers to teach TVET in secondary school is that the current curriculum that we have includes this science, technology, engineering, and mathematics in TVET, which means that all the curriculum that year from year 9 to year 13 level now have the content of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So uh, the issues and concern that I have, that I will present to you on today, is that TVET curriculum modification. Over the years, from the time that I was a student till date, this curriculum has undergone a lot of modifications. Uh, Today's curriculum includes STEM education, while the curriculum that I studied under did not have STEM education at all. So, what we did, or what I studied, was that from year 9 and 10 we did have basic technology, but in year 11, 12, and 13 we only had technical drawing and woodwork. Now in the new curriculum we have uh, year 9 and 10 still has basic technology, a more modified version, but year 11, 12, and 13 they have technical drawing and applied technology aspects. Now, the applied tech aspects came into effect from the previous year, the year 13 trend, I would say, because up until the 2018, we did not have any applied tech concepts in year 13. So it was all combined. So they have modified, and now we have technical drawing and applied technology, which includes STEM education, and this has been modified. Now, the concern in this modification is that the teachers, the old teachers that underwent the old curriculum and at the university level, they studied, they did not have the taste of STEM education in their curriculum. So, it becomes very hard for them. There is no curriculum transition from secondary to tertiary level, and therefore the real life application, students in the end they find it hard to apply to real life, because the teachers themselves, they had a hard time studying or teaching these concepts, as they did not study these concepts. So these are my issues and concern, which leads me to my research questions. And my research aim is to examine the significance of this STEM knowledge in TVET teachings. And my research question is, to what extent STEM knowledge is embedded in Fiji's curriculum? What are the challenges faced by teachers in embedding and engaging STEM knowledge in TVET pedagogies? And what are some of the approaches used by teachers to engage this STEM in TVET education? Now, there are a few others who have also agreed with my solutions that I am going to present as we go along. The findings here tell me that there is a problem with curriculum. The teacher preparedness is an issue, teacher innovations is another point, and assessment and evaluation is the last one. I'll elaborate on curriculum now. Curriculum, as I've said or mentioned earlier, that there is no good transition from the secondary school to the tertiary level. The curriculum content that is taught at tertiary level is still the old content, and the content that I have studied, was different from what we have to teach in the classroom today. This has been further elaborated, and I have a literature here by African American Institute that supports this. And in overseas, the TVET that I am saying is known as VET education. So I'll use that VET education to support my ideas here. And the next one I have is teacher preparedness. Teachers, I would say simply, the old teachers, the teachers who have been teaching for the last 8 to 10 years or more, they will find a hard time teaching the current curriculum, because these teachers did not go through the STEM education or the STEM part of the curriculum. So they need to do further reading, they need to upgrade in order to come and teach the content of the today's in the classroom. Teacher innovation, the teachers, they need to be more innovative in the way, because we are teaching the 21st century students, and therefore they need to be more innovative in the way that they captivate the attention of the students in class and to teach this. This is also supported by a few other people who have written on this, and they are Gouge and Land. In my reference list you will find them as well. After my research findings, we have some importance to science education. One is that the STEM knowledge in this creates to develop more critical thinking among students, because of the curiosity of the links of chemistry, physics, and the technology in the engineering field. And it increases science literacy. People want to learn more about it, and it enables the next generation of inventors to think more critically and come up with more nicer solutions to make life easy for us. And the innovation and science literacy depends on solid knowledge that is based on STEM education. Now, I would also say that this STEM education is very critical in this 21st century learning, because the science education, science cannot function alone. It needs technology. And even if I take for a simple example, science people, if they want to do research in space, then they need technological advancements to do this research more easily. So therefore the importance of STEM in the current curriculum is very important, and the transition from the secondary to tertiary level is also very important. Michael Gasla, he has also mentioned that the STEM knowledge that we use in the modern day needs to be embedded in all the technological subjects, so that it is well elaborated, and the students then learn well from secondary school level to become people who are able to develop and invent things which benefits us in the end. Next on my list is my just a simple conclusion that I have here. This circle here, this represents my 21st century learners, my students, and in this, in Fiji, we have the TVET curriculum, which is linked to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So basically summarizing that the STEM knowledge is incorporated in TVET curriculum, and there are some issues and concerns that, as I've highlighted before, that needs to be addressed, and with the with more research and further research on this, we should be able to bridge this gap and produce more critical thinkers and inventors for our future. So, should you have any questions for me, you may ask now.
Thank you, Salman. I really liked your presentation. However, I have a question for you. I was a bit curious when you said curriculum transition, and there is some flaws in curriculum transition. So, what when you say in whatever is there in secondary school curriculum, it's missing in the tertiary curriculum. So, when you are saying tertiary curriculum, which course in particular are you referring to?
Okay, thank you for your question. Why I see no transition? First of all, I am one of the evaluators of TVET curriculums in Fiji. I am one of them. I led a panel that revised Year 11 curriculum, and while revising, we looked at the teachers' curriculum, the curriculum that is led by teachers in the university level, what they study in terms of coming back and teaching in our classrooms. So I was having a look at it, and there was very little, I would say, very little transitions in terms of STEM education. I'll give you an example. I did a TE unit. I did 8 TE units, and out of the 8 TE units, the only two things that I use now in my classroom are AutoCAD and the architectural knowledge that I learned.
Okay.
The other concepts, the other parts, the other chemical components of materials, the other physical components of analytical calculations and graphical solutions, I have never seen it in the tertiary level, and there I would say that that's all.
Okay, I have another question. So, what could be a possible solution for teachers who have gone through curriculum that did not have STEM education, but now are teachers who are teaching this curriculum that has STEM education? What can those teachers do now? Obviously, they have gained the qualification at teacher training institution. What can we do, and who can help?
Okay, a very simple solution to this is that the teachers they now have to be more innovative in the way they present to their classes. They need to use more technology, and the other option is to do team teaching. There are a few teachers in other schools, there are few teachers within the school that do understand the contents of STEM education, and they are happy to teach this knowledge.
Okay, probably
So,
workshops could help.
workshops, yes, workshops could be organized, but right now the government is cost cutting, so they are not looking at workshops. But I hope that in future they would consider workshops being run to organize things.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.